The epidemic of Disney adults is getting worse by the day. There, I said it, okay? Someone had to stand up and say it, and I was there to do it. I stood up when nobody else would. Now, donuts, for the people watching who don't know what a Disney adult is, it's basically somebody who is an adult and fan of Disney. I know, I bet you're glad that I'm here, you know, kind of just breaking the case on this one. Inspector Cam's arrived, come on. But I definitely think it goes further than just being a fan and just watching the movies and TV shows at home. Disney adults like to visit the theme parks of Disneyland over and over again, and every single time they go on holiday, normally that will be their first choice to go. Now, these people have been memed on for years, but I feel like in the last 18 months, it's definitely ramped up a lot. So we're going to have a look at the very worst cases of Disney adults and see how bad they really are. We're going to see how some people are trying to have babies in Disneyland so that their babies get full citizenship, how some people are annoying the actual workers who work there and they're visibly showing that to the customers. And at the end of this video, we're also going to see how a dating website has been set up just for Disney adults. Genuinely, this is going to be wild. POV, trying to give birth at Disney so our son can have a lifetime pass. Sorry, is that how it works? Like, is that how it works if you go into an establishment and you just have a baby there? Oh my god, come on. Gonna make Chloe hover around the right move officers, you know, like when we're about 9 months in, just in case. Then they have to give us whichever house we want, because that's how it works, guys. Preferably, my choice would be Nando's, but I think Chloe wants, you know, the house, so... Also, who is your husband on the phone to? Is he on the phone to the ambulance already? Just kind of warning them of the situation, being like, by the way, our baby's going to be a full citizen of Disneyland, so you better march your ass over right here and trust us, I'm not paying for it. How do you also, like, try to give birth without, you know, you being able to give birth? Are you just doing, like, extra stretches, you know? Are you just going over to Buzz Lightyear and you're like, oh, Buzz, can you just hold me leg for a second? There you go. Right, oh, there we go. God, Woody's going to come out soon. That sounds bad in this position. Don't say that again. Guys, why would you make us say that? That's on you, not me. Not taking responsibility for that one. Okay. But apparently this is a trend that some Disney adults do. They try to give birth at Disney because it's almost like part of their character and their narrative. It's very odd. POV, trying to give birth at Disneyland again so my daughter can have a lifetime pass. What happens if you give birth and then they're like, actually, no, like we never said we would do this. You're kind of manipulating us into it. Like you give birth on our premises, trying to manipulate. We're not about that life. Would Mrs. Incredible do this? I don't think so, love. Oh, she's doing stretches. Okay. Bro, this is... Imagine you're just waiting in a queue for like an hour and the person in front of you is like, just one more! I can feel it coming! It's coming, alright! I'd be like, sorry, love, are you about to give birth right now? Because I don't really want to go on this ride that much, if I'm being honest. 37 weeks pregnant, how many months is that? Oh, well, probably like 3 or 4, you know. Well done, Cam. There we go. Again, guys, you're probably really... Why does some things just come out of my mind and I'm like, probably should have, you know, locked that one up there. I find this wild because people in the comments are like, I'm trying to do that. Oh god, incredible. Where were you born? Disneyland. Genuinely, if I was born in Disneyland, like a main character syndrome that would be radiating off me, I would be insufferable. Where were you born? A hospital? Oh really? Well, yeah, I was actually born with Jessie and the rest of the Toy Story cast, but you know, the same thing, I guess. How many people are trying to be induced into labor? What is this woman doing? How does this help? Maybe it does. I mean, I'm not a doctor, you know? Did the doctor say, love, if you want to have a baby in Disneyland, just put 1 foot on the curb and 1 foot on the ground, and then that baby will be straight out. Okay, apparently curb walking actually does induce labor. If I ever make it to Disneyland, which, you know, hopefully one day I can go there as a huge Disney adult myself, I'm going to be watching out for these people, and I'm going to just tap them on the back and be like, love, I know your game. It's not going to work, right? It's not going to work. Have a baby in the hospital, will you? I wouldn't do that, you know. Not on camera, at least. Oh my god, is this an adult? This is mad. Sorry, don't want to, rain on your parade here, love. But I don't remember any of the Disney cast wearing a pair of New Balances. Fake Disney adult alert. What a faker. Yes, you've got all the characters, but the trainers don't fit, love. Oh, they're not going to let you in the door now. Oh yeah, I love that part of Cinderella where, she left her New Balance shoe on them stairs. I'm being so harsh here. We've done a video on Disney adults before, and I still think I maintain the same viewpoint that as long as they're not hurting anyone, I actually don't think it's that bad. Like, you see some people genuinely sending like tremendous amounts of hate to people just because they like Disney as an adult. And I don't really understand it because it doesn't really negatively affect you. If they are being an arse and they're being really weird in public at Disneyland, then fair play. But that's not because they like Disney. That's just because they're a bit of a bellend. Is it bad that I look at this video and I'm like, oh, that's kind of cute. Yes, it's excessive. Okay, it's a little bit much. I will say that. But, sometimes being a little bit too much isn't that bad. To me, it shows that this person's probably a very nice person, that they tear up at seeing a castle, Like, they just appreciate the little things in life. Although I wouldn't want to be in the back of this video, because if I was walking behind someone that was, crying at their first sight of the Disney castle, I know that this is going to go viral for all the wrong reasons. So I would just like to be informed, like, prior to the recording, just so I can move out the way. I don't want to be one of those people in the back of a viral video that's going, just fly catching.
So there's this girl in here who's getting married. She's a huge Disney adult, and she collects the Mickey Mouse ears. And Vera Wang comes out with these $450. What the? $450 bridal Disney ears. She's like, I gotta have them. So she buys them. $450.
Wait, $450 for, like, to wear on your wedding day? Like, the Mickey Mouse ears? That's if you've got stupid money. Like, I get being a Disney adult, okay, to an extent. But, I don't know, wearing them at the altar on your wedding day, I think that's a bit. Is that something you're going to regret later down the line? I don't know. Maybe it's not. If you really like Disney and your partner also likes Disney and the whole thing is Disney themed, I guess it makes sense. But 450 quid? Just buy some off Amazon or eBay, man. They'll do the job. For 450 quid, if I've got earmuffs on, I'm expecting to meet the cast as well. I want them to hand deliver it to me on their knees as if they're the ones proposing.
She buys them. They come damaged. So she obviously returns them. Just wait. She returns them. They send her another pair. There's like a tear in it, like a really visible tear. She returns them again. At this point, I would just ask for my money back, but she's determined. She needs these ears. She gets the ears back. Get this. The third time, they send her back the exact same ears with her dog hair on it. Her dog's hair is on these ears. Same tear. They sent her the exact same ears and they just crammed it into the package. I would ask for my money back immediately. Anyway, she goes on TikTok and she starts crashing out and being like, Vera Bradley. It's not Vera Bradley, it's Vera Wang. Vera Bradley! Why would you do this to me?
To be fair, right, I feel like that's a valid crash out. I feel like that's valid. Even if you don't like Disney adults, I still think if you paid 450 quid for an item, it was broke the first time, you send it back, they send you another one, you send it back, it's broke, and then they send you the original broken one. Yeah, I feel like that's valid. Again, not trying to be defensive for the Disney adults here, but I can understand the crash out on this one. I don't think this one makes you a Karen Disney adult. Okay, we have the actual video here.
The ears that a lot of people are losing their marbles over because I said they were my wedding ears. They're gonna replace these wedding ears for these. They're just a little bit more fancier. I'm not gonna walk down the aisle with them if you guys are that concerned, because you guys are like, you're gonna regret it. Like, ew, gross, Disney adult. I'm here to tell you guys that don't worry. You think I'm really gonna be wearing like a beautiful Vera Wang wedding dress with those? No, this is what I'm gonna wear to walk down the aisle. And
okay, so she definitely is wearing the Mickey ears. She's taking the here. Well, I mean, if this is fair game, then on my wedding day, I want to wear the Batman mask from The Dark Knight. Actually, no, I don't. I'm telling you a lie. I want to wear the Bane mask. And then I want all of the lights out. And then I actually want Chloe to be at the altar. And I'm the one getting walked down the aisle. And while it's all black, all you will hear is,
you think darkness is your ally. You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it.
And then that will be the wedding over. You can't walk down the aisle with Mickey things on, man. Can you? I guess it's your wedding. You know, you make the rules, so if you want to do it and it makes you happy, do it. But I don't know. I think you can have one day that's dedicated to you and your partner, not Disneyland, you know? But again, my opinion doesn't really matter because it's your wedding, love. You do you. Sorry, I didn't know Olaf was like chill like that. Olaf just dropping a random 6-7 for like a mom? That's fucking... Okay, definitely getting a number after that. Okay, Olaf, that was cold.
Yeah, we're going to Disneyland in Florida. No, you're not. Where are the fast pass machines? In my memories. Do I really need a reservation for Cinderella's royal table during the busiest time of the year? Yes. Yeah, we'll just take the monorail over to Hollywood Studios. No, you won't. Ugh, we've been walking around this...
No, you won't. Actually, you can't take the monorail to the Hollywood Studios straight away. Only an idiot would be able to do that. Now we've got Disney adults gatekeeping Disney from just people wanting to go there. You do know this isn't like a niche thing. This is one of the most popular parts, if not the most popular park in the world that people like to go to. I don't think you can really gatekeep this. I definitely think that whenever someone brings up that they like Disney to this person, they'll always try to like one-up them, you know, and try and prove that they're like a bigger Disney fan. You get this in a lot of fandoms where people try and prove that they're a bigger fan of someone, and it's just kind of sad. It's like, why do you need to do it? Why can't we all just kind of be a fan of this? Why are you taking the out of me and you fan? You were where I was one day, okay? God, I'm so defensive in this video. Am I okay? Do I need to sit down? I'm getting very hurt, but I don't feel hurt. But my energy feels hurt, but I don't feel hurt. But my actual, you know, this makes me feel like I'm hurt, but I'm not hurt. Anyway, guys, thanks for coming to my therapy session.
Scan your park tickets. My next party right this way.
Bro, like, going to Disney World is expensive anyway. You know, just getting the normal ticket without the fast track or whatever they're called. That is a hell of a lot of expense just to do that. It's not like a brag that you're like a bigger Disney adult, that you get to like skip the queue and calling everyone else bro. Like, it seems like there is a lot of toxicity within the kind of Disney adult community. Like, why do you need to kind of flex on people? You're at Disney. Like, at the end of the day, Disney is ripping everybody off. It's too expensive. So why are you bragging about giving them more money? To be fair, you don't actually have the Vera Wang encrusted jewel Mickey head things, so you're a peasant like the rest of us, okay? Where did you get those ears from? Team you! It's the fact that this guy actually, like, filmed himself as well, walking past everyone, and everyone not knowing that they were getting called broke in this video. One thing I will say that is quite embarrassing is having like fast track tickets. I got them for like a few turns when I went to Siam Park in Tenerife, because it was like the queues were just mental and you wouldn't have been able to get on all the rides. And just walking like past everyone, you just feel so embarrassed, or at least I did. I think some people probably revel in it. I remember being with Chloe being like, I just feel like a prick right now. Like, everyone's dry as out because they've been waiting to get on the ride, and I'm soaking off the last one. I was like, yeah, this just doesn't feel right. I don't like this. I think we should just kind of, you know, I think we should just use them for this, and when they run out, we'll just go back to that. That's the only time I've ever done it, and it just made us feel really weird. I mean, it was great getting on the rides though, you know, I will give them that. What was even better is when I filmed a reel about it and called everyone broke in the line as well. That was class. That was, oh my god, that was mint. I forgot about that. What? Wait, anybody that has been to Disneyland, Disney World, is £10,000, like, is that how much it costs? I mean, I have no clue about how much it is to go there. Never been, you know, I have no idea. £10,000, surely that can't be right. There's not a single chance that every single person that goes to Disney World who is not from America has £10,000. But even these people seem to be from America. So how are you spending £10,000 at Disneyland? What is there to buy? Is this normal? Like, are they just ripping everybody off? 10,000? Winnie the Pooh's laughing to the bank. I bet Winnie the Pooh's a landlord now. The amount of money he's got. Bloody hell. Him and Tigger have got a letting agency.
Don't blame me, Disney made me.
Alright. Okay. Well, Strap in, guys. We've got a parody of a Taylor Swift song that is in the form of a Disney remix.
Crazy if it doesn't, you ain't doing it right. Won't say me the magic makes me happy. I'll be going for the rest of my life.
That's a banger, to be fair. In summer, I can't wait. I'm going to have, like, you know, the windows down. I'm going to blast this, right? Like, in a really busy, built-up area as well. Just so everybody knows that I know Game, you know? Just people in the street will be like, oh, Game recognises Game there. Like, that's class, that. Like, he's cool. I do find this kind of endearing, though. You know, that somebody like Taylor Swift and Disney so much that they thought they would just remix them together because that's what works.
I am a stay-at-home mom who does not like staying home. I prefer being at Walt Disney World as much as I can. I put glitter in my coffee. I enjoy twirling, and I convinced my husband to move our entire family next to Walt Disney World. I do have 3 kids, and I like to wake up before them around 5:30 a.m. so I can get ready and get everybody off to school, therapy, and Disney, of course. My oldest son is 6, which means he is in kindergarten, and he asks.
Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing there. That's actually not, no. I saw how young the children was, and she said that, you know, they've moved closer to Disney World purely because it's next to Disney World. And then she was like, oh yeah, I've got to get everyone prepared for school and therapy. I was like, already? It's already having trauma on them.
Cool. After I drop him off at school, I am taking my younger 2 to Disney. It's kind of like our playground. It's our way of getting out and active every day. We do have annual passes that we pay monthly for, meaning that every time we go, it is basically free. I love my girl math. Sometimes we're doing the Disney parks, sometimes the Disney resorts, and sometimes Disney Springs, but today we are at Hollywood Studios to watch 2 of the shows. My daughter is 4 years old, and her world revolves around Disney princesses right now, which I love so much, so we started our day with the Beauty and the Beast show. I do pack their lunches every day as well.
Imagine, like, every single day for your entertainment, you just go to Disney World. Like, every single day. That's just like, you know, in the UK, most of us just go to, like, a grotty park when you're, like, 2 or 3 years old, and you go on a swing that's half swinging off, and there's a chava just, like, lighting up a spliff in the corner. There's some dog on the floor, the gate doesn't work, you can hear screams from somebody that you can't see. How are you meant to compete with this when you get older? I do think it is really cute that this woman obviously is a Disney adult and she takes her kids here because it's going to be great for our kids. But also I feel like whenever they go to any other park, they're just going to be like, oh, this is kind of naff.
So that we can budget a little better this day, I brought peanut butter sandwiches, strawberries, and crackers. We watched the Frozen sing-along, which is another favorite. It is so funny. And then we did a little shopping. I was looking for these pajamas because they were sold out of my size online, so I did pick those up. We were there for about 4 hours, and then it was time to leave and pick up my oldest son from school. My youngest fell asleep, so I put him down for a nap. Then my daughter and I did a little...
Sorry, I would be fuming if I was the older son. What, while I'm at school, the rest of my family is going to Disney World every day? What? Do you not love me or something, mother? You're not going to pull us out of school? Pay the fine?
Big project. I can't show you guys that one yet because we're not done, but here's a project that we did last week together. I had these plain white Mickey ears sitting in my closet for quite some time, so I decided to add some little Mickey heads and glitter to them. They turned out so cute, and then today actually is Mardi Gras, so that only meant one thing. We had to watch Princess and the Frog. My husband is actually from Louisiana, so this is one of his favorite movies, and Mardi Gras is a very big deal, so I had to go get ready again. We all did a little outfit change. I put on some Mardi Gras Mickey gems, and then once my husband got home from work, it was time to head back to Walt Disney World. This time though, we are not going to one of the parks. We are actually going to one of the resorts, Port Orleans French Quarter, because every single year they have a huge...
Sorry, you go to Disney World twice in one day. I know they've got the unlimited pass, so they don't need to pay, like, if they re-enter. But you were there for 4 hours. Like, did you not see everything that you wanted to see? You went back. You know, I'm not even hating here, because she seems like a really nice woman, and she seems like, you know, she really wants the best for her kids, and she wants them to be happy, and she really does seem to care, which is really nice. I'm saying as if that's not a basic thing, but you know what I mean. But this is just wild. I think we might have met the final boss of Disney adults. This is crazy.
Mardi Gras party. We have been coming to this for 3 years now, and it is one of our favorite family traditions. We always have the very best time. The kids got so many beads. They made some really cute masks, and then of course for dinner we had a po' boy. Now it was still a school night, so typically we do not go to Disney during the nighttime because the kids go to bed early, but they did fall asleep on the way home. Except for our wild child, who is 2 years old and always full of so much energy, so I got on my new pajamas and I cuddled him on the couch, and we watched Mickey Mouse Clubhouse until he fell asleep.
More Mickey. More Mickey. How much Mickey can one person take? That's the question on my lips. Bro, Mickey's going to be doing a restraining order soon. You're going to get invited to the Disneyland Christmas party at this rate with all the staff. You know them better than they know each other. I love the divide in the comments here. Everyone hating, but I low-key genuinely want to live like this. May this life never find me.
I've waited 30 years to meet you. Oh my God. I love you my whole life.
30 years? Where were you, Pooh?
Oh my God. You're so cute. Oh my gosh, you're the cutest thing ever. I promise. Look at my little poo. And I have Winnie the Pooh phone case. I tell you I love you.
Look at my little poo. Big poo meets little poo. You know? It's exactly how I dreamt it. You know, now this person has disabled comments on this video, probably because we all know the nature of what TikTok comments would be like for this. I have a bit of a difference of opinion on this one. You know, clearly the people that are Disney adults very much romanticize their life in terms of going to Disney. You know, they kind of don't let themselves recognize that this is people working here. They kind of just get lost in the magic of it, okay? And with so much going on in people's lives, it is nice that people can still, you know, just go into this thing and get away from their problems. I love that aspect of it, and I guess meeting Winnie the Pooh and stuff, that kind of adds to it. But then again, you do see some intense reactions, and you've got to remember the person that is in that costume is just a person. They might not even be that big of a fan of Disney. They're just trying to get a paycheck. And from that perspective, I do find it funny when you see such intense reactions, because how are you actually meant to deal with some people? This girl is very clearly, you know, respectful. Obviously, she's crying, but it must be very intense meeting people, knowing that you have to play the role of Winnie the Pooh as well. Like, I can't imagine what that must be like as a job. I wonder if it would be a good job and like a rewarding job because you're making people happy, but I also think it would be very intense and you'd be very tired, especially how sweating you'd be in that suit.
I do. I love you, Pooh. I love you. I love you so much. Can we get a picture? Oh, yes.
That's nice. That's nice, you know. I do kind of find it cute that she loves Winnie the Pooh so much. Humans are interested, aren't they? You know how we can all have just our things that we're obsessed with and other people kind of hate on you for that? But this girl's really doing nothing wrong, you know? Yes, it's a little, people can say it's a little bit cringe. I do think it is cringe. But if it's not cringe to her, that's the only thing that really matters. The fact that she has posted this publicly, though, she obviously knows that she's going to open herself up to horrible comments. But yeah, it's not too bad. Okay, so is someone doing steps on how to meet the characters? This is how wild some people are, that some Disney adults have actually done an instruction manual about how to have a conversation with somebody that is dressed in a suit. That's when you know that we're in dire straits. Why is there instructions on how to meet someone? But like positively, these people treated that person like they were an actual person, not just a character. Now, to the children, like obviously you don't want them to think that it's someone dressed in a suit. You want them to be lost in the magic. But I feel like when you are an adult, you do have to recognize like that is somebody in a suit. You know what I mean? Like yes, you can get lost in the magic and kind of, you know, kind of just vibe with it. But always be respectful that that is somebody just doing a job. And I do like this video from that point of view compared to the others. You know what them suits would be great for is, you know, have you ever like, I guess like, especially like hospitality, you know, like some people can be really rude to wait and stuff and like you can't kind of make a face or you can't say anything. Them suits would be perfect for that. You know, if someone has just been a bit of an arse or been a bit like over dramatic, you can just be like, and no one's gonna see. They're just gonna see the straight face of Winnie the Pooh. Let go! Oh my god. See, this is like, I just feel awkward with this because this person's made this video to take the piss. You know, even though they are a Disney adult, they've done this to kind of like, you know, go against the rules, I guess, or something like that and try and take the mick out of the person that is in the suit because it's almost like a power dynamic because obviously the person that is in the Mickey suit can't do anything. Like, he can't just punch you in the face or push you off because there's little kids who are watching his every move thinking that's actually Mickey Mouse. And this is where I do start to have a problem with some Disney adults, but again, it's not because they're Disney adults, it's just because they're actually a bit of like a bell end as a person. Oh, okay, so someone said, what is the hug rule? And someone answered saying the characters aren't allowed to pull away first. Oh my god. Or is that an actual rule? See, that's what I'm talking about, the power dynamic here. This is awful. Oh my god. Especially imagine an adult doing that. You'd be like, mate, just get off us.
Minnie Mouse.
Tough day for Minnie Mouse. We've all had them. You know, just that one Disney adult too far. You just need to take some time out. This is the effect that some Disney adults have on the real characters. Mickey Mouse has had to start having cigarettes, man, just to deal with the pressure. The hug rule's taken over our life, man. Now, I do want to get on to the dating site that has been set up purely for Disney adults to date each other. So this is called Mouse Mingle, the dating site for Disney fans. Mouse Mingle is the place for people to connect who love Disney, Star Wars, Pixar, Marvel, and all things Disney, who want the same magic in their relationship. Do you know if you've got the, you know, the Force and you want to be with someone else who has got the power of the Force, you two can just kind of, you know, unite and make your own empire. Mouse Mingle is dedicated to fans of all things Disney. Traditional internet dating sites don't understand the passion people have for all things Disney, but we do. Here we have, I guess, the alumni of people that have used the website. Shockingly, there is someone on the right who I really hope, you know, is not taking part in this. Wouldn't want to, you know, match with him. Don't really have the same values, you know. I don't care if he's into Disney or Marvel or Star Wars like me. Now, apparently with Mouse Mingle, you send a wink and then you send a message. If you're looking for your Mickey or your Minnie, remember, it all starts with a wink or a message, as we all know. Now, you can email or sign in. If this video gets 20,000 likes, I'll have to do a joint one with Chloe. Like, imagine Chloe just, like, sees my phone and it's got an email from Mouse Mingle. She'll be like, what are you doing? Trying to date other people that are Disney adults, are you? I really want to sign up to one of these just to see what it entails. Because is it going to be Disney adults kind of one-upping each other? You know, like that woman that we've seen who kind of gatekeeped the stuff that you can do, and if you don't know what you're doing, you're a bit of an idiot. I don't want to match with someone like that. I want to match with someone that, you know, really just likes Star Wars and doesn't want to one-up it and doesn't want to tell us all the Easter eggs that I've never seen in the show before. You know what, I'm going to end this video right here. Hopefully you have enjoyed it, Donut. If you want to go and watch another video where I react to the epidemic of Disney adults, click this video right here. Genuinely, some of the clips in here are absolutely crazy. I will see you over there. Papa.
Cam Kirkham, baby.